Medieval Hebrew has many features that distinguish it from older forms of Hebrew. These affect grammar, syntax, sentence structure, and also include a wide variety of new lexical items, which are usually based on older forms. In the Golden Age of Jewish culture in the Iberian Peninsula, important work was done by grammarians in explaining the grammar and vocabulary of Biblical Hebrew. Much of this was based on the work of the grammarians of Classical Arabic. Important Hebrew grammarians were Judah ben David Hage and Jonah ibn Janna. A great deal of poetry was written by poets such as Danish ben Labrat, Solomon ibn Gabiral, Judah ha-Levi, David Harkoin, and the two Ibn Ezras. Inner, purified Hebrew based on the work of these grammarians, and in Arabic quantitative meters. This literary Hebrew was later used by Italian Jewish poets. The need to express scientific and philosophical concepts from classical Greek and medieval Arabic motivated medieval Hebrew to borrow terminology and grammar from these other languages, or to coin equivalent terms from existing Hebrew roots, giving rise to a distinct style of philosophical Hebrew. Many have direct parallels in medieval Arabic. The Ibn Tibbon family, and especially Samuel ben Judah ibn Tibbon, were personally responsible for the creation of much of this form of Hebrew, which they employed in the translations of scientific materials from the Arabic. At that time, original Jewish philosophical works were usually written in Arabic, but as time went on, this form of Hebrew was used for many original compositions as well. Another important influence was Maimonides, who developed a simple style, based on Mishnah-ic Hebrew for use in his law code, the Mishneh Torah. Subsequent rabbinic literature is written in a blend between this style and the Aramized rabbinic Hebrew of the Talmud. By late 12th and early 13th centuries, the cultural center of Mediterranean Jewry was transferred from an Islamic context to Christian lands. The written Hebrew used in northern Spain, Provence and Italy was increasingly influenced by Latin, particularly in philosophical writings, and also by different vernaculars. In Italy we witness the flourishing of a new genre, Italian Hebrew philosophical lexicons. The Italian of these lexicons was generally written in Hebrew characters and are a useful source for the knowledge of scholastic philosophy among Jews. One of the earliest lexicons was that by Moses B. Shlomo of Salerno, who died in the late 13th century. It was meant to clarify terms that appear in his commentary on Maimonides' Guide of the Perplexed. Moses of Salerno's glossary was edited by Giuseppe Sermonetta in 1969. There are also glossaries associated with Jewish savants who befriended Pico della Mirandola. Moses of Salerno's commentary on the guide also contains Italian translations of technical terms, which brings the guide's Islamic-influenced philosophical system into confrontation with 13th-century Italian scholasticism. Hebrew was also used as a language of communication among Jews from different countries, particularly for the purpose of international trade. Mention should also be made of the letters preserved in the Cairo Geniza, which reflect the Arabic influence Hebrew of medieval Egyptian Jewry. The Arabic terms and syntax that appear in the letters constitute a significant source for the documentation of spoken medieval Arabic. Since Jews in Islamic lands tended to use colloquial Arabic in writing rather than classical Arabic, which is the Arabic that appears in Arabic medieval sources,